Hello guys, and welcome back to Vlogs. So, today, I am discussing the greatest movie of all time, still setting records, Avengers Endgame. So, what happens is, takes place right after Infinity War. Iron Man, Tony Stark, and Nebula, they were flown in space just about as their air supplies run out. Iron Man, he makes a message, hopefully to get to his wife, when all of a sudden they get rescued by Captain Marvel, because she's in space. So they all go back to Earth, where they find who was it? It's Captain America, Thor, Hulk, and Black Widow, and also Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. And they all just go to try and attack Thanos, where they find Thanos is literally just chilling. He's set up like a nice little ranch house, just chilling, farming, enjoying himself. And he tells them that he just says that the stones are gone because he used the Infinity Gauntlet to destroy the stones so that no one could ever get to them. So yeah. Then Thor kills Thanos. So then 5 years pass, and finally, Ant-Man, aka Scott Lang, he comes back from the quantum realm, and he's very confused what's happened because it's been 5 years, and he goes to Avengers headquarters, where he talks to Captain America and Black Widow, and he says that basically the 5 years that it's been on Earth has only been 5 hours for him in the quantum realm, where basically he comes up with the idea to basically use the quantum realm as kind of like a time machine, so that they can go back in time, get the Infinity Stones, and then undo all the damage. So they take their idea to the smartest man, which is Tony Stark, Iron Man, and Stark just says no, because now he has a wife, he has a kid, he's all happy, and he doesn't want to undo any of that. So then they go to Hulk, and well, things don't go well until Tony Stark gets involved. So then they all go make the time machine, but first Black Widow goes to retrieve one person. They go to get Hawkeye, who has become a literal, I guess you could say, John Wick in Japan, and just literally just going up killing people, because when Thanos snapped his finger, his family got erased. So they go to and recruit him, and all of them, they come back with a plan to basically go back in time and get the stones. Basically they split up into 3 teams. It's Ant-Man, Iron Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk. All 4 of them, they go to New York City in 2012 to get the get a stone that Doctor Strange has, and that they go and get the stone. So Hulk goes to get the stone that Doctor Strange has. He easily gets it. Then sadly, sadly, Tony Stark and Ant-Man, they can't work together, so they fail to get their stone, while Captain America, he's able to get the stone from his past self. And so then basically, Captain America and Tony Stark, they go back in time to 1970, to when S.H.I.E.L.D. first made to get an earlier version of the Space Stone, which is the stone that Tony Stark and Ant-Man failed to get. So the 3 of them get their stones. So then Thor and Ranger and Rocket, I don't know why I keep calling him Ranger, they go back to Asgard to get a stone from that Thor's family had. So they successfully get it, and also Thor gets his epic hammer. They get their stone. So then Nebula and Rhodes, they go back in time to Morag to get the Power Stone from the temple before Quill gets it. So they successfully get it, but in the process, Nebula is unable to go back to the present because her past self from 2014 is interfering, and Thanos uses, basically, he switches them, and he has Nebula of the past, who's still loyal to Thanos, go back in time instead of present Nebula. So yeah, and also in the process, Hawkeye and Black Widow, they go to, well, I don't even know what the place is called. They go to the place to get the Soul Stone, where one of them has to make a sacrifice, and the person that is sacrificed is Black Widow, so she dies. So all of them get the stones, and they put them in I guess, a gauntlet that Stark made, and Hulk, he uses it, and everyone thinks everything's all great, everyone's back, but past Nebula uses the time machine to bring back past Thanos and his warship, and Thanos attacks and destroys the Avengers headquarters, and Captain America, Stark, and Thor, they all attack Thanos, but fail to do so, but they can't beat him, when all of a sudden Doctor Strange and everyone that was wiped out during Infinity War comes back, and all of them come together to fight after saying the epic line, "Avengers assemble." So they all attack, it's an epic fight, and in the end, Captain Marvel comes back and destroys the warship, and then Thanos gets his Infinity Gauntlet, and just as he's about to snap his finger, Tony Stark, he switches the gauntlet and takes the Infinity Stones, and then he does the epic snap, and he gets rid of Thanos and his army, and then everything is done, but in the process, sadly, Tony Stark dies. Why did he have to die? And at his funeral, everyone shows up, including Nick Fury. It's just really sad. Why did he have to die? And then Captain America, he goes back in time to bring the stones back to where they originally were, but instead of coming back to the present, he decides to stay in the past and do something he never did, live life. So then he comes back and he decides to give his shield to Sam Wilson. So yeah, and it ends with that. All in all, guys, I have to say Endgame was great, and if they choose to end the Avengers, like, whole series, I actually am okay with this because it's ended on a good note. Sadly, Tony Stark is dead, but it's still, everything just comes full circle, and I really feel this is a great way to end the Avengers series, if they choose to do so, because, you know, it is called Endgame. But, yeah, I'm really excited for movies that are coming out this month, because this month, next week, Detective Pikachu, which, I mean, I'm not excited, like, really looking forward to it, but it looks like a cute movie. Then after that, we have the epic Sniper Man, John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum. I cannot wait to see Shaggy Keanu Reeves in action. I've loved him ever since I first saw Constantine when I was a kid. It scared me half to death, but it was still awesome. And then I think it's Aladdin coming out too. But anyway, guys, all in all, I give Avengers Endgame, I'm sure everyone that has reviewed this movie has said it, an A+. Bet one of the best movies I've seen. Really good CGI and just everything. Watch this movie before it leaves. Please watch it. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, give this a like, consider subscribing if you have not, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.